integral, specifically double integral, and multiple integrals. So under this heading, we shall do some questions of multiple integration and some question of a change of order of integration again. So we have a question that you need to evaluate the double integral, and the double integral is x square y square dx dy over the circle. The circle is x square plus y square equal to 1. And by changing the order of integration also, the entire region of the circle can be plotted with the help of this figure. This is x-axis and y-axis. Now this is the circle we have. X square plus y square is equal to 1. Center is origin and radius is 1. So this is 1 unit on this side, 1 unit, 1 unit and 1 unit. Radius is 1. So over this region you need to evaluate the double integral. This is the region. So we have region in all the 4 quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So you need to evaluate over this. Now, if we draw a straight line or a vertical stripe parallel to y-axis, this one, and we will have the value of y from here. Your y square is 1 minus x square, and y equal to plus minus 1 minus x square, and your x will be, x कैसे find होगा? By putting y0. Put y0, you will have x square equal to 1 and x equal to plus minus 1. It means your region of integration will be minus 1 to 1 and minus 1 minus x square to 1 minus x square, and x square y square dy dx. Just see, I have changed the order of integration. Earlier here integration is with respect to x, then with respect to y. Now here the integration will be with respect to y first. So put the bracket, and your region of integration will be the limits of y are variable. So minus 1 minus x square to 1 minus x square, and your x varies from minus 1 to 1. So these are the limits of x and y. Y limits are in variable x. So it means you have to integrate with respect to y first, and it will be integration of y square will be y cube over 3. When you integrate with respect to y, you will keep x constant, and your limits are minus root 1 minus x square to root 1 minus x square. Now 1 by 3 can be taken common. This is a constant. Put the upper limit, you will have 1 minus x square raised to power 3 by 3 plus 1 minus x square raised to power 3 by 2. So after this you will have, because these are the same term, so that become 2 times minus 1 to 1 x square 1 minus x square raised to power 3 by 2 dx. Now this is the integral we have. Now we can use the formula, and that become 2 times, and the limits will be 0 to 1. We are using the even function property of the integration. So this was your property, minus a to a fx dx will be 2 times 0 to a fx dx, as the function is even. So this function is even function, so you can use this property, and this will be 4 upon 3, 0 upon 0 to 1 x square 1 minus x square raised to power 3 by 2. Now you will use a substitution. put x is equal to sine of theta, and dx will be cos of theta d theta, and you will have 4 over 3. When x is 0, sine theta is 0, theta is 0. When x is 1, sine theta 1, theta is pi by 2. So that is sine square theta, and this comes out to be 1 minus sine square theta raised to power 3 by 2 into cos of theta d theta. Now you have 4 upon 3, 0 to pi by 2, and you will have sine square theta. Now 1 minus sine square is cos of square. So you will have cos cube left over here. Cos cube theta into cos theta will be cos of 4 theta d theta. Now both are even powers, and also you can apply reduction formula. So by reduction formula, that is 2 minus 1 is 1 into 4 minus 1 is 3 into 1 over 2 plus 4 is 6, 4 into 2. Because the powers are even powers, you multiply with pi by 2. So ultimately you will have this. Now you can cancel the terms and you will have pi upon 24. So this is the evaluation of the given double integral. Now we have one more question, that is the important one. The question is evaluate the double integral 0 to infinity. This is important. And 0 to x. Here we have x e raised to power minus x square over y, that is dy dx. Now, first of all, the given region of integration is xy, and the variable limits are 0 to x. So these are the limits of y, and your x varies from 0 to infinity. Now, you can plot the figure. XY plane is there, and you see y is 0. Y is 0 mean this is your y is equal to 0 x-axis. Y is equal to x is the line passing through origin makes an angle of 45 degree, and x is 0 is your y-axis, and x is equal to infinity. Now x is equal to infinity will be like this. Now why I am putting dashes? Because x is equal to infinity is not possible to plot. It means it is extendable on this side up to infinity. So over this region of integration, you need to evaluate the double integral. Now this is the region of integration we have. This is the line x is equal to infinity. This is y is equal to x. And let us do now. Now we know that we have to use the change of order method also. So the new region of integration, the limits of x should be in variable now. And for the limits of x, you will have horizontal spike, and for limits of x left to right. So at this point, x is equal to y, and this is moving towards. So this is x is equal to infinity. So your x is varying from y to infinity, and your y is 0 to the point that is up to infinity. This is also up to infinity. ये मीट नहीं करेगा क्योंकि ये सो ऑन है, क्योंकि ये इन्फिनिटी तक जाएगा, तो ये लाइन कभी भी मीट नहीं कर सकता. यहाँ पर आप उसकी इंटरसेक्शन ना दिखाएं तो वो बढ़िया है. Don't show the intersection point here, because it will never meet. X is equal to infinity is there. So y will also be moving from 0 to infinity. So this is the new region of integration. Now the integral I can be integrated. and with respect to x you will integrate first now. Earlier this is with respect to y. So x e raised to power minus x square upon y, and your limits are y to infinity and 0 to infinity. Now you will integrate with respect to x first. This integration is very important. So you will have y to infinity. Now this is e raised to power minus x square over y dx is there. So this is a dy, and here we have x. Now what is the derivative of this term? That is minus 2x over y. So you will take minus 2x over y, 2 over y actually. Minus 2 over y is there. So it means you will multiply with minus y by 2. So you have this is 0 to infinity minus y over 2, and this is the integration e raised to power minus x square over y. Limits are y to infinity because e raised to power x and its derivative is with this. So that is why we have made this adjustment of minus 2 over y and minus y over 2, just to make the integration easier. Now put upper limit infinity, e raised to power minus infinity comes out to be 0, and e raised to power minus y square upon y into dy. So you will have that is 0 to infinity minus y by 2 e raised to power minus y dy. Now this is there. You can use integration by parts. Minus 1 by 2 can be taken as it is. First function as it is. Integration of second will be there. And your limits are 0 to infinity and 0 to infinity. Derivative of 1 e raised to power minus y dy. This is integration by parts. So 1 by 2 negative. When you substitute upper limit, you will have 0. And when you substitute a lower limit, 0, it is obviously 0. So this is a plus minus minus plus 1. E raised to power minus y integral is e raised to power minus y over minus 1, 0 to infinity. So this is a minus 1 by 2, and put upper limit infinity here, you will have 0, and for lower limit 0, you will have plus 1. And, ultimately, you should have, okay, this is the negative term actually. I think there is a game of sign. Let us check again. This is minus minus plus, and this is a minus. Yes, there should be plus. Okay. There should be positive sign. You see, this is minus and minus plus 1, and this is there. This is integration by parts. Let me check it again. This is minus y by 2. Okay. Just see, this is minus y by 2 into negative of this. So negative negative should be positive here actually. So write down this is positive. So this should be plus, and this should be plus. So you will have this. So 1 by 2, and for this you will have 0 plus 1. So 1 by 2 is the required evaluation. This is very important. Now let us move further and evaluate how you will change the variable Cartesian variable into polar. So let us do questions related to that. That change of variable in double integration. So change of variables in डबल इंटीग्रेशन. अभी हम सिर्फ डबल इंटीग्रल के लिए करेंगे, बाद में वी शैल कंटिन्यू इट विद इन ट्रिपल इंटीग्रेशन आल्सो. सो इन डबल इंटीग्रेशन we always use for a function of xy, if you need to evaluate the double integral of fxy dx dy over the area A, it means you have to use a substitution. And for the substitution, you have to put x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, and x square plus y square will be equal to r square, and your tangent theta is equal to y by x, and theta comes out to be tangent inverse y by x. These are standard terms. This is the standard substitution for converting Cartesian coordinates xy into polar form. But it means this is equal to, when you convert it into polar, you will have f of r cos theta, r sin theta, and here you will have Jacobian. This is important term, Jacobian, the absolute value of Jacobian, and over the new area, that is A dash. So what is a Jacobian? Jacobian is the partial order derivatives of x and y with respect to r and theta. So it is a 2 by 2 determinant, del x by del r, del x by del theta, del y by del r, and del y by del theta. Now you substitute the derivatives. So x का derivative r से, just see, derivative with respect to r, you will have cos theta, derivative of x with respect to theta, derivative of cos is minus r sin theta, derivative of y with respect to r sin theta, and this is r cos theta. Expand the determinant, you will have r cos square theta plus sin square theta. R will be common. So this is r, because this is the identity and its value is 1. Now it means you can use the value of Jacobian as r. So when we shall evaluate the integrations, you can ultimately use these values. So evaluate the double integral over the area or the region A, that is a square minus x square minus y square dx dy over the region bounded by the semicircle x square plus y square is equal to ax, lying in the first quadrant. This is important. Lying in the first quadrant. So this is the semicircle we have, and obviously it has a center a by 2, 0, and the radius is also a by 2. You can easily calculate from the equation of a circle. So you need to evaluate the integral over this region. Let P be any point on the circumference and having polar coordinates r and theta. So this is the equation of a circle, and the center is a by 2, 0, and your radius is, this is the center, and radius is also a by 2. The region is shown in the figure by dots shaded, shown shaded in the figure. So changing it into polar, we have to use put x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, and You will have x square plus y square is always r square a, x is r cos theta, and your r comes out to be r minus a cos theta is equal to 0. So this implies r is 0 or a cos theta. So these are the limits of r because we require the limits of r and theta. R varies from 0 to a cos theta, and your theta varies from 0 to pi by 2. It is clear along the vertical axis we have theta is pi by 2, and along the horizontal we have theta is 0. This makes an angle of 90 degree. So that is 0 to pi by 2. Now name it as capital I. You have to कंप्यूट ये जकोबियन आपको यहाँ पर करके बताना है सारा इसी क्वेश्चन में, हर एक क्वेश्चन में। इवन जब भी आप ये पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट यूज करेंगे ये सारा आपने करके बताना है in each and every question. So let us evaluate I now. We have changed the Cartesian coordinates into polar. So under root of here we have a square minus x square minus y square is r square into the value of Jacobian, that is r dr d theta. Just see r dr d theta we have used. So let us integrate it now, and you have to integrate with respect to r first. Just see these are the limits of r. So it means we will have a square minus r square raised to power 1 by 2, 0 to a cos theta, and here we require minus 2r dr and d theta. Now just to adjust that derivative term, just to make its derivative here, and we have adjusted minus 1 by 2. So now you can integrate, and you will have 0 to pi by 2 a square minus r square raised to power 3 by 2 over 3 by 2. Limits are 0 to a cos of theta d theta. So 3 by 2 can be taken in the numerator. Here you will have minus 1 by 3, 0 to pi by 2, and you will have upper limit. Put upper limit here, a square minus a square cos square theta raised to power 3 by 2 minus, put a 0 here, you will have a square raised to power 3 by 2 into d theta minus 1 by 3, 0 to pi by 2, a square can be taken common. So a square common raised to power 3 by 2 will be there. And here you will have 1 minus cos square theta raised to power 3 by 2 minus ये पार यहाँ से काट देंगे a cube. So this is a cube, this is also a cube. So it means a cube can be taken common, and you will have minus a cube over 3, 0, 0 to pi by 2. 1 minus cos square will be sine square. Square will be cancelled, and you will have sine cube theta minus 1 into d theta. Now you will integrate it separately. So 0 to pi by 2 sine cube theta d theta, and minus integral 0 to pi by 2 and 1 d theta, that is d theta. So minus a cube over 3. Here you can use a reduction formula. So r is odd. This is 3. So 1 upon 3 into 1. Sorry, 1 minus another 2 upon 3 into 1. And no need to multiply it with pi by 2. अगर यहाँ पर em पार होता तो हमें pi by 2 से multiply करना. So integration of d theta will be theta within the limits 0 to pi by 2. Now you will have minus a cube over 3, that is 2 by 3 minus 5 by 2. So a cube over 1 minus x square over a square minus y square over b square upon 1 plus x square over a square plus y square over b square dx dy over the positive quadrant of the ellipse. Ellipse is given to us x square over a square plus y square over b square is equal to 1. So an ellipse may always have semi-major axis and semi-minor axis. This is a major axis and this is minor axis. You have to evaluate over the positive quadrant. This is the positive quadrant of the ellipse. So this is the origin point. And just to make it simpler, you can substitute, put x is equal to, that is small x is equal to a capital X, small y is equal to b capital Y. And your dx will be a dx, dy will be b d capital Y. And your ellipse, this ellipse can be reduced by putting small x is equal to this. You will have capital X square plus capital Y square is equal to 1. Now the ellipse become a circle in capital X and capital Y variable. Just to make the integral simpler. So this is capital I double integral under root of 1 minus x square minus y square over 1 plus x square plus y square, and that is a b dx dy. So change the Cartesian coordinates into polar. Put capital X is equal to r cos theta, capital Y is equal to r sin theta. We know the substitution and the procedure. AB is a constant, can be taken out, and in the first coordinate, your theta varies from 0 to pi by 2, and your r, radius of the circle. Radius of the circle is 0 to 1. So under root of 1 minus, this is r square by using this polar coordinates, and 1 plus r square dx dy is there, and together with r dr d theta. This r is from Jacobian, remember. This is the integral we have. Now we can substitute. We can use a substitution method here by putting r square is equal to sine t to r dr is equal to cos of t. This is very important. So it means the limits of theta will be as it is 0 to pi by 2, but the limits of r will vary. So when r is 0, sine t is 0, sine t 0 means t is 0. And when r is 1, sine t is 1, then t should be pi by 2. And that will be 1 minus sine t over 1 plus sine t. And r dr d theta, r dr will be cos of t into dt. Cos t dt over 2 into d theta. Now remember, we are in dt and d theta. So you can solve the integral independently because both have limits in constant. इन दोनों ही इंटीग्रल को हम सेपरेटली सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. That is why, because both the variables t and theta have independent limits in the form of constants 0 to pi by 2, and the limits are not dependent upon each other. So that is why we can do this. Now, this is AB by 2. Its integration will be theta 0 to pi by 2. And let us integrate this now. And for integrating this, we have to use rationalize method. That will be 1 minus sine t whole square, or in the denominator 1 minus sine square t into cos of t into dt. This is a rationalization technique we have used. And this comes out to be AB upon 2 into pi by 2 minus 0. That is 0 to pi by 2. And it comes out to be 1 minus sine of t upon 1 minus sine square t is cos square t, and its square root will be cos of t into cos of t into dt. And AB upon 2 pi upon 2 minus 0 cos t will be finished over here, and your integration of 1 will be t, and integration of sine will be minus cos. So 0 to pi by 2. Now AB upon 2 pi upon 2 minus 0, put upper limit, that is pi upon 2 plus cos pi upon 2 minus 0, and cos of 0 is 1. So this is AB upon 2 into pi into 2. You can remove this 0. इसे रिमूव इस 0 को आप यहीं पर ही रिमूव कर दीजिए. So now it can be written with this. Pi by 2 is pi by 2, and cos pi by 2 is 0, and this is negative 1. So this is pi AB upon 4, and this is pi by 2 minus 1. Now you can make it more simpler, and it becomes pi AB into pi minus 2 upon 8. So this is the required evaluation of the given double integral by changing the Cartesian coordinates. The Cartesian coordinates were capital small x and small y, and small x and small y have been converted into capital X and capital Y by using a suitable technique. Because we want to use the polar coordinates r cos theta and r sin theta. And r cos theta and r sin theta are the polar coordinates of the equation of a circle. You remember? Because by taking squaring and adding these two, you always get the equation of a circle with the center 0, 0 and radius r. So अगर हमारे पास ये इक्वेशन ऑफ ए सर्कल है, सर्कल के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हैं, तो हमें ये जो एलिप्स है इसको कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. So that is why we have used this substitution for converting the ellipse into the circle. This is a unit circle, and now the change of polar coordinates is simpler by putting this using Jacobian and get the answer. So thank you very much. I stop my class here.